Yeah, so lately I've been using this strategy, and actually use this same strategy to flip the $10 to $100. Oof, that's ridiculous, right? So what's up, gang? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in this video I'm going to be showing you the same exact strategy that I actually used to flip the $10 to $100, just like how you can see in here. So this strategy is so easy, and I'm going to show you on how you can use it on your computer and then on the phone. So guess what? This is going to be lit because this is a very lit strategy. Okay, entries, exits, risk management, all in one. Okay, make sure guys you hit the like button because it helps a lot. Make sure you thumbs up this video for the YouTube algorithm, and make sure you smash the subscribe button because it helps the community grow. Without any further ado, I'm just going to briefly tell you about the strategy so we can slide into the charts. Okay, so this is an easy strategy. You don't need price action, support, resistance, what no, you don't need any other indicators. You should just add one indicator, just like how we are going to discuss. It's easy. It works for all currency pairs, but I think I'm speaking too much. Let's get into the action, guys. So I'm going to show you this strategy on both the computer interface and then later on the mobile device. Okay, all right, so we are going to get started straight away. All right guys, so in this strategy you only need one indicator. So we are going to click on insert. Okay, click on insert, and then we are going to add an indicator, and then this time around the indicator that we are going to be using is called the alligator. So you can see that we have parameters, colors, and visualization, jaws, period, teeth, lips. You are going to leave everything to default settings. Okay, don't change anything, don't change the colors, don't change the visualization, just leave everything just like how it is. Click OK. Good. So because I've been using this strategy, I can see an entry already. So you might ask, how? Okay, how? Now let me show you. So in this strategy we are going to be considering the green and the red lines. Okay, you can see these kind of cars lines, okay, that keep moving with the price. Okay, now what's happening? Now this is it. So we are going to be looking at the green line crossing above the red line. Okay, so just like this example here that I'm talking about here, you can see that the green line crossed above the red line. Okay, this is like let me draw something around it at this particular point, this point here. Now this is a confirmation for a buy. So whenever we have a crossover of the green line, look at this, when the green line crosses above the red line, we are taking buys. So what does that mean? So imagine I would have if I'd taken an entry at this point here. Let me use these shapes. Good. So imagine if I would have taken an entry here, so I would have gotten into some profits here, then a little bit of a drawdown here, and then slide into profits. You can see how easy it is. So the crossover provides the entry. So let's do some quick back testing so we can see what happens. Okay, good. So you can see that when the green line crosses above the red line, we are taking buys, and then when the green line crosses below the when the green line crosses below the red line, we are taking sales. Okay, easy, don't complicate things. Trading is all about simplicity and sticking to your plan. Okay, again, check this out. The green line crossed above the red line, we are taking buys. The green line crossed below the red line, we are taking buys. Easy strategy. So let's look, let's get back to time, we can see again, you can see that the green line crossed below the red line, we are taking sales here. This strategy works for all currency pairs in all different time frames. You don't need to bother yourself with this and this. No, it works for all currency pairs, just like how you can see this is currently H4. So even if we slide to H1, as we shall later do, it's still the same. So again, check this out. So we have an entry for a sale here because of the crossover. We have an entry for a buy here. Why is it at this point here? Because of the crossover. Entry for a sell because the green line is crossing below the red line. This is just one indicator. Okay, it's the alligator indicator. It's the magic, right? It's all about magic. Check this out. Check an entry here. So you can easily notice that this strategy basically gives us entries at every point. Entries, entries everywhere. So this is easy money. We need to make this cash, right? Now check. So we are going to slide to a smaller time frame so we can see. So let's go to H1 and see. Again, it's the same thing, and it's actually more it's clearer on a smaller time frame. Check this out. So we have an entry for sale at this point here because the green line just crossed below the red line. So we'd have taken a sell straight away and float into profits immediately. Profits all the way. Check this out. So how many pips would this be? 100 something. The trade kept moving up to here, and then a small crossover happened. So this would have been 105 pips. This is lit, right? So check this out everywhere. It's lit. So it's basically giving us the entries. Now how do you get the exits? So we get the exits when the crossover is almost when the next crossover is almost happening. So assuming I'd entered a sale at this point here. So let's see how to really get the exits. So assuming I'd entered a buy at this point here. Why? Because the green line crossed above the red line. So I would have taken the buy up to this point, up to this particular point here. Let me just shape around up to this point where I sensed a crossover happening. These crossovers can easily be noticed by mere looking. Check, this just happened. It's still in a downtrend. So let's say it's going to reverse. We'd see the crossover happening and would exit. Okay, would exit. So that's how you can easily get the exit points. The entry points is just for a crossover when you notice a crossover happening, and then for the exit points, just watch until you see the end of the trend or the next crossover happening. Exit. Okay, so that's it. And then for the risk management, of course, risk management, you have to risk only 1% of your account. Okay, you have to risk only 1% of your account when you're using this strategy. Why? Because that's risk management. Okay, that's risk management. So you can always place your stop loss just above the crossovers. So let's say I'd entered at this point here for the buy. I'd place my stop loss just a little bit below. Okay, below the crossover. These are about 31 pips, but then I would be looking at a stop loss of about 20 pips. So it's so easy on getting the stop loss points and then the take profit points. You just have to place your stop loss just below where the crossover happened, and then you take profit let's say about 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, or 1 to 2, just like that. So guys, so I'm going to again slide into the MetaTrader 4 so I can show you how you can use the same strategy, because I know you might be wondering, how do I use this strategy on my mobile phone? So let me get into it. Hello, so what's up guys, what's up? So I'm in my platform already, so I'm going to be basically showing you how you can use the same strategy on your mobile phone. So as you guys can see already, this is USD JPY on H1. Okay, this is USD JPY on H1. So now here's what you're going to do. You're going to click on the F on your chart. So this is on the iPhones, but then on the Android phones, you just click on your screen and then a window will pop up, then you click on the F. So here I just clicked on F here, and then I'm clicking on main window. So I'm just going to slide and see where I can find the alligator. Good. So I'm going to just add the alligator. It's here. Then leave all the settings to default and just click done. Good. So when I add the alligator indicator, already I can see the entries. Hope you guys can also trace the entries already. So just like in this case here, we would be looking for a sale already, depending from the knowledge we just got from learning on the computer interface. So we are looking at the green line crossing below the red line, so we would be taking sales at this point here. And again here we have an entry point for a buy, as you guys can see out here. Why? Because the green line crossed above the red line. And then you can see that we also have an entry for a sale here. Why? Because the green line crossed below the red line. So this is just all about entries, getting entries everywhere. This is USD JPY on H1, guys. You can get entries everywhere. Check this out. This would have been an entry for a sale. Then we have entries for buys. So we are basically finding entries at every point in the market, okay, at every point in the market. So this works for all time frames, just like how I told you. So we are going to try on the H4 and see if it really works. Good. So we are seeing an entry for a sell. Why? Because a crossover is soon happening. Check this out. We have a crossover happening where the green line is crossing below the red line, so we'll be looking for a sell again. So we had a buy entry because the green line had crossed above the red line. So this is just an easy strategy with one indicator. It's just the alligator indicator. You don't need more indicators on your charts. No, it's all about simplicity, okay? Make your trading easy and simple, okay? So you can make this paper. By the way, guys, check the link in the description below to follow me on Instagram and then to join our free Telegram channel, because it's where we send free signals daily. All right, guys, so let's get back to it. Again, you can see we have an entry point for a buy everywhere. So you can always backtest this strategy every weekend to see that you perfect yourself, okay? Entries everywhere, entries everywhere. Again, how do you find that stop losses or the take profit? You're going to place your stop loss just below the entry point. That means just below the crossovers, and then you'd be good to go to make this cash, okay? So alright, guys, so that's it for this video. Please, if you find this video helpful, please make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to join, of course, to see the community grow. And of course, I'm out for now, guys. See you.